Welcome to respiratory therapy. So you need to start Heliox. The items that you're going to need in order to accomplish this task are an H cylinder. This is your Heliox, which would carry 80-20. That's 20% oxygen, 80% helium. Also, in order for this to work appropriately, you'll need to be hooked up to or next to 50 psi oxygen. Today we're going to demonstrate the use of Heliox with the 50 psi coming from an E cylinder, but in practice, just use the Quick Connect wall 50 psi. The equipment and regulators that you'll need in order to accomplish delivering Heliox are found in these black boxes labeled Heliox. These can be found in the ICU equipment closets. What you will find in the box are oxygen tubing, non-rebreather, oxygen tubing, 15 and 22 adapters, nipple adapters, and a T-piece. Also, you'll find an oxygen analyzer, a C-clamp in order to affix other pieces of equipment. You'll have your hand-tight regulator, your Heliox blender, your 50 psi oxygen tubing, and your Heliox tubing. When you're applying the C-clamp, it is very important that you have the pole facing directly upright. We are going to affix other pieces of equipment, including your blender and your oxygen analyzer, to this pole. Let's begin. We will begin by placing the Heliox regulator, which is a hand-tight regulator, to your H tank. From here, we'll affix your Heliox blender. Followed by your oxygen sensor. At this point, we can start connecting the Heliox tubing as well as your oxygen tubing. We'll start by connecting your Heliox tubing. Followed by your oxygen tubing. Now we're going to simulate plugging the O2 into the 50 PSI quick connect. You'll immediately hear an alarm like this. Go to your H cylinder, crack the tank. Your alarm will persist. You'll have to ensure that your PSI is set to 50 in order for the alarm to go away. At 50 PSI, the alarm goes away. We'll now assemble the patient interface. You'll have a T-piece, 22 adapter, 15 adapter, nipple adapter. And on the other side the same, 22, 15, and a nipple adapter. On this side, we will connect the oxygen tubing. On this side, we'll connect the non-rebreather tubing. The oxygen tubing will be placed onto the oxygen flow meter. We're almost ready to administer Heliox. We want to first turn on our oxygen sensor. It's very important that before we start this, we calibrate it. We go through calibration first by pressing the lock button to unlock, and then the down arrow to go through calibration. It will automatically calibrate. After calibration has been performed, you can place the probe into the T-piece. Now we're ready to administer the Heliox. You can turn on your analyzer to notate the amount of oxygen being delivered. If you want to ensure your proper dosage, either 20/80 or 30/70, we can do so here. Your blender is currently set at 20% oxygen. Let's deliver some flow and see what the analyzer shows. The analyzer shows 21.7. If your physician wants to administer 30% oxygen, 70% helium, simply move the blender to 30%. We're going to ensure that the oxygen delivery is achieved by looking at the oxygen analyzer. We are there. Now we are set to administer the Heliox medication.
Thank you so much for your attention. Upon administration of this medication, your patient's voice should change. This is normal.
Our patient is currently receiving Heliox. What do you have to say?
I don't feel any different yet. Oh, it did kind of mess with my voice.
What kind of dogs do you have, Kurt?
Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas.